Hey yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. My name is Bart, and today we'll go over the trades we took today. We took 2 trades on gold and one trade on UJ. Where is it? Right here. Let me add that up real quick. So is this trade right there? Right there. Yes, sir. Like that. Boom. Alright. So we had 2 trades. One on UJ, one on gold. Or 3 trades, I mean. 2 pairs. Now I'm a little bit sweaty because I just got home from practice and I didn't even shower, but that's besides the point. I'll still go over the trades and we'll see how we made some money today or lost some money. That's still yet to be determined. But first, let's go over the first gold play. So, why did we take this first gold play? First gold play was very simple. So what happened was, let me see. Let me do this. Let me drag this baby out right there. Alright, first gold play was based off of the 4 hour. Now, what happened was that, if we go back to that candle right there. Alright, so, here's what happened on the 4 hour. Basically, we had the previous 4 hour close below the most recent higher low, right? So you have a higher low, higher low, higher low, right? Higher high, and then not a higher high, right? Higher high here, higher high here, which means you're in an uptrend. But we saw that we're starting to make a rounded top, right? We were started to shift the trend. Therefore, we understood that this trend was slowly gonna have a bearish incentive. Knowing that, we just waited for us to close below this higher low right here, showing us that we are officially shifting from an uptrend to a downtrend, right? That's on the 4 hour. Now, what happened was that the 4 hour, after closing below this trend right here, we knew that, okay, the first verification of the trend break has happened, which is the closure below the most recent higher low. That means that we need a retest now off of this area that you closed out of, and then eventually you'll push down and fill the whole range, right? So we saw that the 4 hour had a very disproportional bottom wick. Now, it was even smaller than this. This is still a pretty big. It was like this big, the bottom wick, which is very disproportional to the previous wick. And we know that disproportional wicks usually flip and get filled, right? If you guys have traded and learned the no wick concepts, you know that disproportional wicks is an incentive to go down, right? So this wick was much smaller than this wick. Therefore, I knew that this wick had to eventually get filled, because what is a wick? A wick is a range, right? So we waited for this candle to come up and we entered at that top wick right there on the next 4 hour. Let's see the next 4 hour. Okay, it'll probably just spoil the position, but what happened was, yeah, basically this happened. So the next 4 hour then came down and just continued the bearish trend that we were expecting. On the 30 minute, it looks something like this. So on the 30 minute, we had a... On the 30 minute, we had the same thing. We had a trend shift, we had a breakout, boom, breakout, entered on that breakout, and then that's what happened, right? So we caught that winner. It was a good position. I think we made like 0.7% on that one. Yeah, around 0.7%. Now, I know you guys are seeing this huge loss here, but I'll explain why we took this loss. Because this wasn't sent as a signal, and this wasn't sent to the members either. So the members got away from this. I was the only one that took that loss. But I'll explain why I took it. But first, let's go over the second gold play that we took, live on stream, by the way, which was simple. A no wick play. So what happened here was that if we look at the 1 hour, we had, what is that? A very big bottom wick to fill, right? Very big bottom wick to fill, and this wick was standalone. That was a standalone wick, which means that you haven't filled it already. So what we waited for was a no wick play. Now, what is a no wick play? A no wick play is when a candle comes up without a bottom wick, but with a big top wick, right? Because we know that 95 to 98% of all candles have both top and bottom wicks, which means that if a candle has no bottom wick or no top wick, it has a very high chance of flipping and creating that wick. So the 1 hour came up right like this, and we entered right as we saw that it didn't have a bottom wick, expecting the wick fill and the bearish pressure to continue down. So what happened? We entered, and yeah, you guys see what happened. Basically, made that top wick. We entered on that top wick. It flipped, filled the previous wick, and hit our TP. And on that play, we made same around 0.7%. So we should have been up 1.5% today, almost. But that was that play on gold. So it was there were two no wick plays. One was a complete no wick play on the 1 hour, and one was a micro wick play on the 4 hour. But the 4 hour micro wick plays are still very, very strong. Those were the plays. Hopefully, all understood. They were based, both of them. One was based on the 4 hour, one was based on the 1 hour. We barely even looked at the 15 or the 30. All of them were based on the higher time frames. Now, even if you look at the 30, they still look very valid, right? It's just a breakout retest. Breakout retest. So you could have taken just the breakout retest as well, because that was a factor of this trade playing out. And you had a trend line coming down and everything. We had a bunch of confluences. But yeah, that was today. Now, also, first of all, let me explain one concept, which was the reason I took 2 sells today on gold. So we took 3 sells. One sell, unfortunately, we got to break even, but the other 2 sells played out. And I will tell you exactly why this happened. This is such crazy sauce, guys. Like, the fact that you're getting this for free. Anyways, let me go over why I knew that we were going to take sells today. So basically, if we look at the DXY had a major dump, crazy dump. And while the DXY had a dump, gold was barely moving up. Here's gold, barely moving up, right? Which indicates what? It indicates that gold is very weak inherently, because usually when DXY dumps hard, gold should pump hard. But in this case, DXY dumped hard and gold didn't pump hard, which means that gold is essentially very weak. Because the opposite is true. If the DXY pumps hard and gold doesn't dump hard, it means that when DXY pumps hard, gold will dump hard. Hopefully that makes sense to y'all. But let me just, I can write it out. I can draw it out. So basically, DXY dumps hard, gold pumps a little bit. That means that when the DXY pumps a little bit, gold will dump hard. You guys see? We knew this. So we were like, oh, let's just focus on sells. So we waited for opportunities and got 2 beautiful positions because we knew that concept. And that's what happened. Right? DXY dumped hard, retraced a little bit, and you see gold just absolutely ripped down. But yeah, that was the basis of the plays today. Also, that was like the reason I was looking for just sells. But that was the gold positions. And let's look at UJ. So basically what happened here in UJ was we took a comp play. So we came down, created a no wick candle, closed with no wick, had a higher time frame uptrend, entered on that no wick right here, immediate drawdown. As we were tapping into this support, I was like, okay, we're gonna survive this. So I moved stop loss to break even, but I didn't get out of break even. I will show you the position, chat. This is actually crazy. Where's the position? UJ right there. So as you guys see, yeah, we were very close to tapping break even, but it didn't take me out at break even. It barely tapped it, and then we hit stop loss afterwards after a crazy dump. But yeah, it's just unfortunate. Obviously, every play doesn't play out, and sometimes you're gonna have plays like these which don't play out. And even with the compensation plays, which is a 85 to 90% win rate, you will have plays that don't play out. And that was just it. We took it on the chin, and yeah, 0.5% loss on this one, so nothing too crazy. We should have still been up after the gold, after we fucking manhandled gold. But yeah, unfortunate. Nothing we could do really. It was just a dump on UJ. Head and shoulders, not possible. It's gonna be a really good position as well, right? Anyways, let's go over this loss that we took, this unexpected loss. So I'll tell you what happened. I was looking at ADUSD, right? I was looking at ADUSD, and I was like, oh shit, we have a comp. Where was the comp? It was right here. I was like, oh shit, we have a comp right here. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Right there. I was like, oh shit, we have a comp. So I was looking right here. This was the comp. So I entered here, right? I entered right there on a buy. And I wanted to change lot size. I wanted to change lot size, and because I had way too high lot size, right? But like, instead of changing lot size, I accidentally entered a buy, which was not, it was not in my plan at all, because I didn't even send the signal. I hadn't typed out the signal or anything. I just accidentally pressed buy, and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, you know what? Right, price will get a break even, because it won't just dump. It'll probably just hover around and then choose a direction. But you know what price did? This is what price did. Bam! Right as I accidentally entered, and I had to cut the loss at -1%. And that was just unfortunate. It wasn't a part of my plan. It wasn't anything. It was just literally a silly mistake for me. So luckily the members didn't suffer that mistake, because the signal was not sent. But I did, unfortunately. So we're back at -1% on the account. But hey, I would still say it was W day because the members had a W day. If the members had a W day, I'm happy. The account is whatever. We're gonna get back and we're gonna pass it eventually. But yeah, that was today's recap. A lot of shit happened today. Very long stream, very eventful. And yeah, I'll see you boys whenever I see you next. Take care.